Hey, what is up? What is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Zero Fast, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com, Zero Fast Returns show. Hope everybody's doing amazing out there on this fine Saturday afternoon. Guys, I got a special guest with me today. He is the owner of .com Life, and I think he's a really cool guy, and I am proud to have him on my channel this morning to talk with me a little bit. Kevin Mitchell's on the show. Kevin, thanks for being on, man.
My pleasure, man. Thanks for having me, Cam.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I know you just launched a product this morning, so I know you're busy and you're trying to do stuff with that. So I definitely appreciate you taking time to talk to me for a few minutes about your story and what you got going on, man. I definitely appreciate it. Look, for those that don't know you, Kevin, could you kind of talk to us a little bit about your story, where you come from? How did you end up here online making money? I mean, how does that work? How do you go from working for someone else to having your own offline business to making money for yourself online? How does that story look?
Well, I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. Even when I was in college, I had little businesses here and there because I've always felt like the real money to be made is being self-employed. Working for other people is good. Can make a good income. Quite often you get good benefits and so forth. But to me, I just always had this inner drive to be an entrepreneur and make my own way. I was very fortunate years ago to stumble across, it kind of happened inadvertently, really. I had a really good job. I was a sales trainer for Sara Lee Corporation. They sold the division I worked for. I was downsized. So I found myself looking for a job, ended up finding another, really good sales position. And but I was making $15,000 a year less than I had been making. So, it seems like whenever you make a certain income, you sort of live up to that income. So here I was, $15,000 a year short. So I decided to find something part-time. I searched around. I ran across this invention called the human gyro. And it's an amusement device that was actually created for NASA to simulate weightlessness, back in the early days of NASA.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy, right? So I thought it looked like fun. It looked like something I wanted to try, and I did try it. I loved it. I figured everybody would love doing it, so I bought this machine, started putting it in places, trying to find a good location, and just God smiled on me one day, and I found a really, really good location. And the first night that I was there, I made more in one night than I was making in a whole week in my sales job. So
what?
Yeah, sometimes it was so much cash, Cam, I had to count it like 4 times when I got home. I kept recounting. I never counted that much cash in one time, So I built on that. Eventually I had it blew up into an entertainment company, which eventually made close to $1 million a year. Just under $800,000 a year is what I was grossing.
That's great.
And it was business. I didn't know anything about it initially, just learned as I went, just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And, big key in life is you have to believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing. And that's kind of what got me through. I sold that business 10 years ago now it's been. And I had some personal issues. My wife got really sick. She ended up passing away. She's been gone 8 years now.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, but that's unfortunately, that's life. You never know what's going to happen. But so I did a few things after she was gone. I'm a boat captain, scuba instructor, and I kind of wanted to just do a sort of a semi-retirement lifestyle. So I did that for several years. But I also realized I'm still an entrepreneur, and I really I always have this drive to have a business. So I really researched what is the best business for me. The best business for me is something where I really don't have to have employees. I don't have to have inventory. I don't have to have a huge warehouse. Those are all things that I had, with my entertainment company. I had a, 4,000 square foot warehouse full of, entertainment devices and things. I didn't want any of that. And the more I researched, the more my research pointed to online marketing, making money online, because all you really need is your laptop. And you can travel around the country. If you want to take a trip, you just take your laptop with you. You can work a little bit in the morning, go out and enjoy yourself, stay in touch with your business, still make money, and be able to have the freedom, which is what, at this point in my life, I want to be able to travel. I want to have a little more time freedom and location freedom. So that's what led me to starting .com Life. And that's what .com Life to me means, living that .com lifestyle.
I love it, man. I love it. And that's funny that you talked about being a boat captain too, man, because like I know like when I first met you and stuff in your email, it was Captain Kevin. It was always Captain Kevin, Captain Kevin. I was like, Kevin, man, what's up with this Captain Kevin stuff, man? What's this all about? And you're like, oh, Cam, I was a scuba diver instructor and I was a boat captain. I was like, what? Dude, you have a life rich with experience, man. I love that about you, man. And another thing I think is really cool about you, dude, is you're very positive. You're a very positive individual. And I don't know, man, I just think it's really cool. But this product that you just put out, this is your first digital publishing experience.
Exactly.
You started .com Life, and this is your first actual information product that you're putting out for .com Life. And can you tell people a little bit about what Connect the Dots for Profit is and what's it about?
Oh yeah, well, I've been working in internet marketing for about 3 years now, and one of the things that I've learned is that there's so much information out there, you get confused. You chase after this thing, you chase after that thing, you never really get anywhere. You find the one thing that works, you start working it, and then you get distracted and go a different direction. It seems very complex. So I felt there were people out there that were just getting started that might need something very streamlined, very simple, very easy, step-by-step process in order to start making money online. And that's the reason I call it Connect the Dots for Profits, because you remember when you were a kid, you had those little connect the dots things where all you had to do is draw a line from one dot to the other. And next thing you know, you got a drawing of a dog or a cat or whatever.
Yes.
So to me, in my mind, that's what I'm trying to do, is give you a connect the dot for profit, very easy, simple process to be able to start from step one. It's only 4 steps. You get through to step 4, and you should be generating a huge, very loyal subscriber list. Because not only do I show you how to obtain the list, I go into detail as to how to grow that list, how to nurture that list, how to make that list from a semi-warm list to a hot list where people are listening to what you have to say, taking your advice, and hopefully buying products that you recommend, as long as you follow the steps in .com in Connect the Dots for Profits. You should be able to have a loyal following and have a lucrative business.
That's great, dude. And I love that you focused on list building and email marketing in your first one, dude, because I mean, I feel like personally that's the core of a good online business. A good online business, the core of it is the email list. And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people think the core of it's their website. A lot of people think the core of it is, their blog or whatever. And that's not what the numbers dictate. When I look at my online business and I look at the history of my business, I mean, I see where the money is generated, and the core of it is really in that email list and nurturing those relationships and keeping that list warm, like you said, man. But anyways, I digress. Let me ask you this, man. I'm curious. I'm sure my audience is curious. You've ran, more than one successful business in your life. Now, I have a lot of people on my YouTube channel who watch this show who are just getting started. They've never had success in business. They don't know what that is, and they can't attain it for some reason. It's like the like the treasure they cannot find, and they keep looking. So let me ask you this. What would you advise new people just getting started, whether it be trying to do an offline business or whether it be online business or whatever? You've been there before. You're a seasoned veteran. What would you advise to people who are just getting started and trying to start a business? What would you advise to them?
Well, it's something I've learned over the years, and what really worked for me when I had my, the entertainment company I started with was called Fun Addicts. And when I started Fun Addicts, I was passionate about it. It's something that I really loved. And in entertainment, I was bringing fun to events. I'm a guy that likes fun. So I named my company Fun Addicts, Addicted to Fun. And that's kind of, without knowing it, I was following a passion and monetizing it. And I think that's one of the keys to success, is that you have to find what you are passionate about and then find a way to make money with that passion. And then, the other really big key to success in anything, I believe, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the dream, because along the way, you're going to run into lots of obstacles. You're going to run into people that are going to think that what you're doing is stupid, or going to call you stupid or whatever. But you've got to believe in yourself. That's number one rule in life. You got to believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, follow your passion, and stick to your goals. Don't be distracted. In the marketing business, it's very easy to get distracted. Every day, my mailbox, my email list is filled with offers of how I can get rich. I could go crazy from one step to the next. So you've got to learn to stay focused, know that what you're doing is right, keep working towards it. Don't give up, believe in yourself. That's pretty much my general advice.
You know what, man? That's really good advice, dude. I mean, and I think that you really hit on that, something really cool there when you said, follow, something you're passionate about. I mean, that's so true, man. And people might look at that and they might overlook it and just think that's cliche or whatever. But the thing about it is, it's hard to, stay focused on an online business or a business in general. It's hard to stay focused on the task at hand, because every single day is going to present obstacles. Every single day is going to present, challenges. And if you really love what you're doing, like, those challenges are things you can get through. But if you don't care about what you're doing and you don't even believe in what you're doing, you're just trying to make money, that all becomes like infinitely harder, and you're probably going to fail.
Absolutely.
But anyways,
you can't chase the money. You you brought up a good point there. When I had in previous businesses, I used to focus on, how do I make money? How do I make money? And I realized one day, it's not about how do I make money. It's about how do I solve the needs of the people that are going to bring me money. If I can solve your problem, fix your issue, provide what you want, make it a good experience for you, you're going to bring, the money's going to come. So don't focus on the money. Focus on solving the problem that you're trying to solve, whether it be internet marketing, whether it be a brick and mortar business. If you're selling phones, be like Apple. Just come up with innovative new ways to use your device. We didn't know that we had a problem connecting until they invented Facebook. Now we have that problem solved. There's 2 billion people on Facebook.
Oh, that's true, man. Yeah, you just had a post on you just put a post on Facebook about that whole thing on Facebook. I thought that was a really cool post, man. And it was like 2 billion people on Facebook. And I was thinking about your post, and I was like, you know what? Facebook has changed our entire culture. I mean, that sounds stupid, but if you think about it, they really have. I mean, like, they changed the way people interact with each other. They changed the way, people perceive what other people are thinking about them. I mean, yeah, it's just weird the way that goes now, Yeah,
it's an interesting phenomenon. It really is. But it's aside from the business part of it, I've connected with people that I haven't seen in 40 and 50 years, because I moved away from my home state of Pennsylvania in 1980, and I've been here in Florida ever since then. So I lost touch with a lot of people. And in the last few years, through Facebook, I've connected with a lot of people that I haven't talked to or heard from in years and years. And it's fantastic.
Man, I bet you miss Pennsylvania right now, dude. I'm in Ohio, and we got about 2 feet of snow on the ground. I bet you miss it.
Oh, yeah, I miss it. I love looking at the pictures of the snow from Florida.
All right, man. All right.
I'm not going to tell you that I have shorts on today, Cam. I won't tell you that.
Man, you know what?
I noticed you got your hoodie on. I wasn't going to say anything, but you brought it on.
Yeah, because I just came in here.
You're inside.
Man, I just came in off the street to do this interview. And let me tell you something. There's like 2 feet of snow on the ground outside, and it's freezing. It's horrible. Wow. It's just absolutely horrible, man.
Hey, I'm sitting here. I could see out of my window. I'm on the second floor, and I could see people. I'm not kidding you. They're arranging the pool chairs on the deck right now over there, Cam.
Oh, man, of course they are. Of course they are. All right, man. That's enough. That's enough. Right. So, look, all right. Connect the dots. I know you put a lot of research into the product. And I know, like, one cool thing I like about the product is, it actually gives you a few different ways to achieve your result. Like, you got one problem, you're trying to build an audience, you're trying to build a list, and you actually go into a few different ways to achieve that result, so that people have multiple solutions for the one problem. And I think that was really cool. Can you give people a few gold nuggets from the process of, writing Connect the Dots for Profit and, just all the research you put into it and stuff?
Absolutely. It's all about building a subscriber list, and you want to build a subscriber list of people who know, like, and trust you. So how do you do that? Well, you make friends with people, just like anything. If you walk into a bar and you want to get to know, if you've never been in that bar before and you want to get to know people, well, you go up and you talk to them, you engage them, you find out the things that they like, you talk about those things. Next thing you know, you've got friends. They introduce you to their friends. Next thing you know, you've got this huge circle of friends. And that's kind of what, building a subscriber list is all about. You prove yourself to those people. You got to be honest and upfront. You got to provide value. And, one of the methods that I talk about in Connect the Dots for Profits is using Facebook. Facebook is a phenomenal way to grow your subscriber list. And one of the things that I recommend in there is that you join several groups. I recommend starting off, you join 5 groups that are in the niche that you are trying to market to. Follow those groups, comment on them regularly. You want to spend about 5 minutes a day on 5 different groups. So around 30 minutes a day, if you join those groups, find the right groups, spend 5 minutes a day in each one of those groups, reading the posts, commenting on the posts, liking the posts, and occasionally you post something in there yourself, something that adds value to the group. And eventually people will respond to your post, they'll respond to your comments, and when they do, you just friend request them. You'll find that they'll reciprocate most of the time, and eventually you'll have this huge group of growing people that are connected with you, and you've been talking to them every day on Facebook, so they know you, they like you, they trust you, and then you grow your list from there. And it's amazing how fast that happens if you're faithful and do it every day, or at least as much as you possibly can.
That's crazy that you mentioned that, man. I know you were telling me about this the other day, and I was like, you started a new Facebook profile, like, I don't know, several weeks ago, maybe a few weeks ago. And like, I think you already putting like hundreds of people, you've already connected with like hundreds of people on there. And you're already pulling that audience around you on Facebook. Like, it just seemed like it happened really quickly, and it's just starting to snowball on there.
It really did. I was amazed that, about a year ago, I bought a software program that promised to build my Facebook page. So I bought the software program, I put it to work, and it worked like a charm. Before I knew it, I had almost 5,000 Facebook friends, but they weren't really the kind of friends I wanted. They weren't the quality of Facebook friends that you really want. They were very indiscriminate as to I don't even know where these people, how they even heard about me, but I had friend requests 30 and 40 every day. So I was indiscriminately liking. So consequently, and that was my personal Facebook page. So just a side note on that, my girlfriend really didn't like when these weird strangers were trying to friend her on Facebook. So I had to get rid of that. I deleted. I'm down. It might sound weird, but on my personal Facebook page, I'm down to about 400 friends, which is people I really do know. But I started another page for my business. It's Mitch Kevin instead of Kevin Mitchell. And within a few weeks, I was amazed by using the method I just described. I'm up to 300 or 400 now, and it grows every day. I have friend requests every day. I don't always send friend requests out from that group because I've gotten a little bit lazy about it, but it's amazing how fast it grows. It really is.
And it's cool because I know you were talking about how like the 300 or 400 friends that you got on there now are all like engaged, and they all care about the same kind of thing that you care about in that particular niche, which is, I thought it was a really cool idea and a cool thing, man. And I appreciate you sharing that, dude. I know that people will get value out of that. Even if they don't pick up Connect the Dots for Profits, they can get value out of that, man, because that was a nice gold nugget, dude. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, no problem, man.
Look, man, I know you're busy. I know you got a launch to do, and I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to talk to my audience and stuff here. Before I let you go, man, can you just kind of tell us about where people can go to find out more information about you? If they want to connect with you, where can they go to make that happen?
Sure. You can check out my blog at dotcomlife.com. You might be able to see it off to the right here.
Nice.
Also, my YouTube channel, Kevin Mitchell, going to be putting a lot of stuff on YouTube. and Connected Dots for Profits is the new product that I'm launching, and that's available on Warrior Plus.
Yeah, it's on Warrior Plus. I'll put a link to that for everybody in the description of this video too.
Fantastic.
Is that it, man? You got any final words of advice for anybody before we get out of here and you go enjoy the nice sunny day and the pool and all that crap?
It's tough being me, Cam. It really is.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Kevin. I appreciate you. All right, everybody. That's all we got. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.
Thanks, Cam. Ciao for now.